What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You already know what it is.
Al Pacino's Booty Sweat. Popping ass open. Booty Sweat and Busta Nut Bars available at concessions now.
Alright, man, I was just sitting here thinking, man, after I just smoked or whatever.
Bruh.
You know? And it just came to my mind. I was just like, damn, bro. Like, Manny Pacquiao was held the WBA for quite some time now. And of all people, if anybody's gonna hold the WBA for any amount of time, it should be Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao should have that right to do so.
Hell yeah.
But even within those rights, I feel like we've come to an end of that road. And I understand it's a pandemic that's going on right now, and a lot of dollars come with the name of Manny Pacquiao. But even in the whispers of hearing that he wants to fight Connor Mcgregor, that has nothing to do with a real boxing match. That's an exhibition. That's a cash out. And if that's what Manny wants to do, that is more than okay.
Hello.
That is more than okay. He has every right to cash out. I would like to see him cash out in his career and ride off in the sunset. Because even with all of the bullshit, you know, even with him definitely taking the Floyd Mayweather loss, that shit don't mean nothing, bro. When you look back on this man's career and you look at his record, bro, it says it all. It absolutely says it all. It's time for the young lions to do what the young lions need to do. We're no longer in a position where promoters are trying to hang on to Manny Pacquiao, or people are trying to throw the hugest contracts at Manny Pacquiao or whatever, that he realistically should feel like he owes the game anything. Because truthfully and rightfully so, if there's anybody that doesn't owe the game anything, and is giving it all, blood, sweat, and tears, through war after war after war, we've watched this man go through multiple weight classes and do everything he's needed to do. Hats off, all applause the world to Manny Pacquiao. But hey, man, I've been preaching about clogged drains in divisions. And what is one division that upsets us more than anything? That is 147. And we know the bullshit that's going on with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. Seems like a fight that somebody feels like he doesn't need to make, but we know damn well that's not the truth. That fight needs to be made. It must be weighed. But anyway, this ain't about them.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I read it all too. Terrence Crawford, wait till he get a belt.
Yeah.
He ain't did nothing in the welterweight today. When he get a belt, you want to go over there. Keith Thurman want to go over there, and now y'all want to say, "Oh, I ain't fought nobody, but I got a belt now." So
okay. Sean Porter got a belt too.
So now
Sean Porter got a belt too. Sean Porter. So why am I go to easy road and knock Sean Porter out? Why wouldn't I?
Look at this dude.
Why wouldn't I?
You a smart man, but not that smart.
Bruh.
Well, it kinda is, fight fans. And the reason I'm bringing them up,
You help a nigga
the
out.
sole reason I'm bringing them up, because as I was doing this research and in the process of gathering my clips and all of that stuff, to put them together, you know, forming my editing together, I just seen in an article that Manny Pacquiao and Connor McGregor are definitely gonna fight next year. Now let's be all the way serious here. I got to keep it a buck with all of y'all. Now, if you know Connor McGregor and Manny Pacquiao was supposed to lock horns next year, do y'all really believe that Manny Pacquiao was going to be fighting somebody rough and tumble before the year is out? Or he's just going to fall back and use the whole pandemic to just go ahead and ride off in the sunset, fight Conor McGregor, put on, you know, a big exhibition spectacle, and just get the bag and fucking leave? And once again, if he does that, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But if that is the case, just vacate the WBA, bro, so somebody else can grab it, so maybe we can see somebody unify once more, or see Terrence Crawford unify for the first time in the 147 division, so we can get closer to trying to make this fight happen and it makes more sense. And nothing about Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford weighs any bearing on what Manny Pacquiao was doing, because it is not his fault. It ain't his fault at all.
Depression.
But I'm just saying, it would make more sense if Terrence Crawford had 2 belts and Errol had 2 belts, motherfuckers will probably be gunning for the fight more like, what the fuck are they doing, man? Because there ain't 2 more directions you could go. But Manny, rightfully so, deserves to cash out. Niggas just need to come up. That is a fact. That is a fact.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Hell yeah.
Yo, this Claude Crusade has to stop. And this is no way... This has nothing to do with Manny Pacquiao, the Claude Crusade. I'm just saying, if you're going to ride off into the sunset with greatness, ride off into the sunset with greatness. And the reason I threw that Dennis Green clip in there, because shit is definitely looking like what it's looking like.
Bruh.
And we as fans need to be held accountable for letting these motherfuckers off the hook. Because we letting them off the hook. Just like when Tommy Gunn's promoter was talking to him saying, yo, you gotta degrade him, berate him, you gotta do everything you can to get this motherfucker in the ring.
Listen to me, Tommy Gunn. You can't fight the press. I can't fight the dog in the press. And as long as they got Balboa and the Brady, they'll always be champs. The man fought wars in the ring.
I mean, face facts, you're in his shadow. I don't know if there's any way out.
Man, this is your old man talking.
No, listen to me. There's a way for you to get the respect you deserve, but what you got to do is challenge Balboa to fight man to man.
That's right, George. You can set this fight up abroad in a matter of weeks.
Yeah, it'd be the greatest fight ever. Teacher against student, old lion against young lion. And it's the only way you're ever gonna get peace of mind, because believe me when I tell you, that press is gonna hound you with that man's legend for as long as you dare to wear boxing gloves. You gotta get him into that ring, Tommy Gunn. Or you're gonna be in question like you heard tonight for the rest of your life. Then you're gonna start to ask yourself, could I really take him? Am I really good enough?
Not saying we have to do that as fans, but when it comes to honesty and holding motherfuckers' feet to the fire, we got to do so. Because one thing about Manny Pacquiao, every time somebody questioned him or whatever, or sometimes you couldn't even question him, he always put in his work and did what he had to do. And when you're looking at the landscape of 147, what fighter is coming up out of there right now with the Claude Crusade that's going on is going to be able to give you that feeling?
Hello.
Well, those are my motherfucking thoughts.
Be gone!
As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Manny been great, and he's been being great. But, man, look, if it's time to pass the torch, brother, yo, hand on the baton to somebody else and let them run the motherfucking race. Because your marathon is more than complete, my friend. As we always say at the end of this shit, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. It's the motherfucking boss. Respect.
Can we get both of them in the ring? Can we get both of them in the ring? He said, I'm fighting Mikey. Then I might fight Sean Porter, Keith Thurman.
So he didn't
Pacquiao.
mention Terrence, huh?
He didn't.
I just got to call him up or something.
Oh, he got his number.
Well, let me
He got his number.
Let me tell you.
I ain't got no offers
Let
for
me,
y'all.
the smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terrence. That's the smartest thing.
You're a legendary promoter. I like that. You're a legendary promoter. I like that. I like that. You're the best in the business. I like
Been
that.
around this long.
You're legendary.
Oh, and by the way, why y'all constantly avoiding him saying he'd take the easy route in Sean Porter? He definitely called Bob Arum the best promoter in the business. See, they don't keep that same energy when you right in front of them. I'm just saying, though. It's the motherfucking boss.
You're the best in the business. I like
Been
that.
around this long.